I would say write a business plan or go through the process of doing a business plan. A lot of people say that's a waste of time, and I guess from a certain perspective it is, yes. But I would say do it, and go a few levels deep, basically to see what kind of complex problems spawn out from the ideas and the visions that you have. Like I said, from a certain perspective, yes, because the content of your business plan is almost certainly not going to play out in reality as you've written it. But I think the point is to go through that process of thinking things through and see what kind of problems arise, and to be able to recognize those problems, articulate them, because that's going to be really critical as you go through the course of business. As these problems arise, you have to be able to see what they are and recognize them to be able to solve them.
I believe that the most important thing in life is to do the one thing that scares you the most. I believe that entrepreneurship is exactly that. And you have to be able to battle your fear and go against what scares you the most, because within that are the lessons. So seeking failure is where you're going to grow, and that's entrepreneurship. I believe that you can fail at something that you don't like doing, so you may as well go after something that feeds your soul. Because when you're doing something you love every day, you're not really working. I know that's kind of silly, but that's the reality. So fear and failure, seek it often, seek it as much as you can, because that's how you're going to grow and learn.
The first thing I tell most people when they're telling me I have this great idea or I want to start a business is don't quit your day job. It'll take a lot more time, effort, and money than you'll ever imagine, and the odds of success are low. So if you want a great return on your investment, spend some time in the casino. If you really want to challenge yourself, do something that's never been done before, and take on big risks, and you really do have the stomach to embrace persistent failure, then entrepreneurship may be the path that's worth trying.
If I had to give any advice to somebody starting a business, I would suggest be prepared to work really hard, long evenings, long hours, long nights, and you gotta learn and become a master at whatever you're doing. You will never be able to get other people to appreciate what you're doing unless you yourself can do it and do it well. And you gotta do your homework. When you're new and you don't know what you're doing, you need to make sure you are versed in whatever you're about to embark on, whether it's an agreement or a lease or any type of business dealings. You need to fully understand that, and if you don't, you need to spend the time. You've got to hit the books, hit Google, hit the internet, learn, read, understand, and be prepared to learn more.
Getting started is the hardest part. Don't get bogged down in details like starting a business bank account, figuring out if you should do a LLC or a S Corp or a C Corp or whatever else. Build a minimum viable product, MVP, and see if it works. If it works, then go do all that other stuff. But really getting started is the hardest part.
I would tell them to just start. Don't worry about what you don't have enough of or the things that you need to build off of. Just start with where you are, and it will naturally formulate and come together. But that is the hardest thing to do, is to just start. So once you do that, and then you learn from the journey and the mistakes and the successes, you'll see how everything comes together and how it works out for the good.